Hey guys, it's Ashton. I'm going to try and speak up and project as much as I can, but I'm going to do with what I've got. Today I'm going to be discussing the superhero genre and its kind of escalation. Well, who do we think of when we think of superhero movies? Captain America.
And get this man a shield.
Superman. The Hulk.
We're a time bomb.
You need to step away.
Why shouldn't the guy let off a little steam?
You know damn well why. Back off.
Marvel. DC. Etc. But it actually didn't start there. It started with The Mask of Zorro. Okay. During the 1930s and 40s, comic books became a really large thing. And so, with movies getting bigger and bigger, they decided that, well, maybe we should try and make, bank off of these superheroes that everyone loves. Well, they tried, with Captain America being the first live-action film.
Where's Gail Richards?
Well, you'll never find her.
But it wasn't very good. And so then they continued with TV, and they found that they could make a little niche for themselves amongst TV viewers. And that is where we know all of these shows from. Now, the TV boom of superheroes really started in the 1960s. And then it kind of just went on from there with all these other shows until now. And now we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Arrowverse, which is the CW taking all of these superheroes from DC and turning them into shows. And then there's different Marvel shows sent off to different places because Marvel's just kind of always been like that. Until now. Now we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Arrowverse, which is the CW taking all of these superheroes from DC and turning them into shows. And then there's different Marvel shows sent off to different places because Marvel's just kind of always been like that. But alas, when did superhero movies start to be successful? Well, it was actually the early 2000s. And though I know a lot of people frown upon a lot of the earlier Marvel movies, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just kind of lean like this. My first PG-13 film when I was 7 was Fantastic Four.
Why don't you strip down and have 100 people stare at you? I can't believe I'm doing this again.
Yes, the one with Jessica Alba.
Maybe we should get you checked out.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do anything. Stop, jump, and roll. Stop, jump, and roll. Oh my God, Sue! Sue? Sue! What's going on? You're on fire! You're on fire! You stink! Hold on! Pull me in! There. Sue, your clothes.
Why does this always happen to me?
And Chris Evans as
Johnnies. Johnnies are what?
Your entire surfer has affected your molecules. They're in a constant state of flux.
Is that bad? Will cause you to temporarily switch powers with Sue.
You'd like to volunteer?
No! Hey! This is serious.
I just wanted to give him a hug.
We don't know the extent of his condition yet. It could be progressive, it could be degenerative.
It could be fun.
No, Brent!
I still love it. So I did watch The Silver Surfer recently.
All that you know is at an end.
And I did start to see, the CGI. How far we've come, guys.
Susan, let's not fight.
No, let's.
But essentially, hero movies needed a huge revamp. And so Marvel did that. They started in 2009 with Iron Man. And that actually became a huge success. In fact, Iron Man continued on with one more movie before they finally started making the origin stories of all the other superheroes, such as Captain America and Thor. Now, the Hulk did have his origin story a bit before Iron Man, But people don't really tend to talk about that. I guess it's canon. I don't know. I don't think I've seen it. Sorry, guys. How did Marvel make these characters so likable? Really reintroduce them to everyone? Well, they gave them stories that made people be able to relate to them. They put them in this day and age and gave them problems that we would have now, despite them having superpowers and the rest of us not. By the way, MCU, if you need someone cast as Lorna Dane for, like, the MCU, not, like, The Gifted, because, like, I know we got her right there, but, like, 10 out of 10. I want to be the youngest Maximoff's sister. Like, duh, she's badass. Alas, that's not the point. Marvel has reimagined how we view superhero movies and what they can be like. I mean, I'm not the only one who would go to a 12 o'clock showing of Avengers Infinity War. I didn't because no one has gone with me. So I tend to go just see it with my parents. But that's okay. I love and try to go see all the Marvel movies that I can. And my plan was to do that for DC as well. Suicide Squad was kind of my hope for DC to redeem itself. Yes, Man of Steel was so good. I don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I also just don't enjoy Ben Affleck's acting. So that was poor casting, in my opinion. Other people like him. That's fine. That's great. I don't. I have a love for Harley Quinn and the Harley Quinn character and the Joker. And no one can really ever beat Heath Ledger. Jared Leto could have played a really good Joker, but we didn't get to see much of that, and there was a lot of continuity errors along with advertisement errors and so many problems with Suicide Squad that kind of burnt a lot of fans out. I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet, so don't come at me with your pitchforks yet. I still want to see it, and I do think that it's going to be really good. I've seen the previews, I've seen edits of it, I've seen a lot of stuff about it. And I honestly do think that Wonder Woman probably is going to be an amazing movie. But Suicide Squad 2, I don't have much hope for. And I don't really have hope for the rest of the DCU. In fact, Arrowverse is doing 10 times better, and that's TV. Once more, we're brought back around to the circle of, why is Marvel so successful? Well, DC's trying to do all the things that Marvel has, but Marvel hasn't had the continuity errors with their advertising and their films. Well, okay, there was that whole tip with Avengers Infinity War in this. But, alas, it's still pretty fixed. You know, they made an explanation as to why that is, and, you know, I have my own theory as to why the Hulk didn't actually come out, but, let's just, if you want to see the theory as to why the Hulk may or may not be, here that is. Marvel being taken over by Disney was a huge success for them, at least to say, because Disney is a notable company, and they know what they're doing, and they can get you the best. So, Marvel being taken over by Disney was probably one of the smartest decisions that they ever made. As I get older, I do kind of wish that there was more of a intensity to some of these movies, but I also see why they do it, because there's a lot of kids who look up to these heroes. What makes us love Disney movies? The Easter eggs, the little connections, everything. And Disney brought that into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yes, there's always been the Stan Lee thing, which, by the way, if you want to check out another theory, yes, I know I keep talking about them, but I love them, and their theories are phenomenal. Easter eggs, Disney, and continuity. Wow. Seems like Marvel's kind of got it in the bag. DC needs to find themselves a way to redeem themselves, is what I would say. DC Extended Universe has not gone very well, except for Wonder Woman. So I would say scrap all of them except for Superman and Wonder Woman. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was really good. I don't know. Superhero movies are always a win or lose situation. Either they work or they don't. You have to really study Marvel films to be able to have their type of success, as well as the name that they have backed behind them. So that is a completely different series. Let me just unjumble what I all just talked about. So, 1, started with Mask of Zorro. 2, comic books became a thing. 3, they tried to make it a movie, but they didn't succeed. 4, they found that the most easiest way to make superheroes a thing is through TV. Marvel revamped all their movies in 2009, creating the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is what we know today. And DC is trying to do the same thing, but they don't have the same backing that Marvel does, thus forth creating more issues for them and less gathering for them. That's all I can think of. Superhero genre hasn't exactly been around for as long as, let's say, horror or all these other ones. And really the only large contenders are DC and Marvel. In fact, other comics that are considered in the same genre, because technically the superhero genre is a comics genre, is Scooby-Doo, Archie Comics, which is now a big hit on the CW with Riverdale, and Netflix now releasing, I think today, Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which are supposed to be Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Anyway, DC's made their money through CW, which is a very good company which does teen dramas, which a lot of shows either survive or they don't. In fact, my favorite show is on the CW, The 100. That's what I have to say about the superhero genre, and I know this video is a little bit messy, but it is pretty much the explanation. To be able to get into the methods and the theories and all that stuff for Marvel versus DC, it would take, as my professor said, a 4-part 7-minute series or whatever. It would take a series. So if you would like me to continue on with explaining why Marvel works and so on and so forth, theories, heck, a lot of movie-related things, then please, please, please subscribe. Turn on the bell notifications to see whenever I post. Let me know in the comments down below, and I can do that. I have a wealth of knowledge about film, and it's only getting bigger with my classes. Thank you to Los Angeles Film School for being my college, and thank you to Professor Sutter for really pushing me to learn as much as I can about this subject, because it is something that I love. Being interactive with you guys and with me makes things a heck of a lot easier to know what I should be posting. So I'd really appreciate that, and I love you guys. See you later. Bye!